9 News at 5 starts right now.
Well, after weeks of waiting and hoping, the first good snowfall of the season finally hit Colorado last night and this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Mark Salinger. Mountain towns across the high country welcomed the storm, with places like Loveland Ski Area waking up to about 7 inches of fresh snow. Down here in the city, we'll settle for just 0.2 inches. Hey, at least we're on the board. It ends the snowless streak that has gone on for far too long, it feels like. It's the first snow of the season here in Denver and the second latest it's ever snowed here in the metro area. If you didn't get outside fast this morning, you may have missed it before it all melted away. Taking a live look outside over Denver and Coors Field right now, not a whole lot of baseball going on, and things look calm for the moment. But that doesn't mean that we're done for the weekend just yet. Want to bring in Corey Reppenhagen this evening. And Corey, we're talking about another round of snow coming in tonight over the evening, with a little bit of mountain snow and a little bit here in the city, potentially, maybe?
Yeah, tomorrow night we could get another round of really light snow. Could even look like what we saw this morning. Second latest ever snowfall here in Denver. A couple places got record latest snowfall ever. Boulder beat the 1978 November 26th date. And Arvada, Wheat Ridge, and Evergreen also were trying to beat 2021, but in Denver, it didn't snow until December 10th. In these other areas, it snowed on November 25th. So that's the latest snow we've ever had, November 29th now. Here's the next round coming in. This winter weather advisory goes into effect tomorrow morning. We could see 4 to 10 more inches across much of the high country, and this includes the southern mountains. So all of our mountains will get some snow tomorrow. Here's a live look at the Eisenhower and Johnson Tunnel. I-70 moving up to speed just right now after they got about 7 inches up there in that area. So we do have some weather impact to tell you about tomorrow here in the city, as well as we could get another round of snow. It'll be light, isolated once again, probably even more isolated than what we saw this morning. But the cold surfaces, the road surfaces, will be cold enough to support snow on the roads. So between 5 p.m. tomorrow night and 11 p.m., we could see those snow showers. I'll talk about that a little bit more detail coming up in the full forecast. Mark?
Corey, thank you. Those 0.2 inches of snow didn't stop people from getting out for Small Business Saturday today. 9 News reporter Evan Krugel joins us live in the backyard. Evan, first of all, it's cold out there, so I'm glad you're wearing that hat. But you also found a whole lot of people who also don't care about the cold and even went running and shopping in the middle of it.
Yeah, Mark, a lot of people were really excited to see that snow this morning. And the good news for those who weren't excited, it really didn't last very long. All of that snow gone here in the 9 News backyard. But it was a nice early taste of the holiday season.
The record books may say this was just a dusting, but true Coloradans can always find a way to play in the snow.
Oh yeah, I think so. A little one, a cute little baby. Here, that's a perfect start.
Kate Kundal has been waiting for this.
There we go.
The first snowman of the season, serving as the unofficial mascot to a frigid, dashing through Lodo fun run on Small Business Saturday.
You know, they're gonna be getting warm from running, right?
Sigri Strand runs marketing for Union Station, where the big tree outside was briefly covered in snow. At least she says it was.
It's gone, but you know, it was there when I got here.
You look great!
Perhaps the quick melt was a good thing, with dozens of people running through the streets.
Yeah, I'm not the most agile individual, so maybe getting rid of the ice is a safer choice for me.
The quick melting snow did little to dampen the holiday spirit.
Absolutely.
A few blocks away at the Chris Kindle Market,
Thanks for coming out on a chilly morning today.
Yeah.
Britt McGowan was tempted to light her candle selection for warmth.
You know, that would just be reminiscent of what my house smells like. So I kind of enjoy the fresh air sometimes. So, yeah.
That fresh air was downright cold, despite the sun melting away the first snow.
We've got a little heater in here, so it's not as bad, but yes.
But Britt wasn't complaining.
It's about time for the colds. You know, I was like, candles cold. Not everyone wants to take something, you know, a flaming piece home with them whenever it's a little bit warmer. So I'm definitely embracing the colder weather.
And it could be another chilly day out at the market tomorrow. The good news, that Chris Kindle Market runs all the way to December 23rd. Down at Union Station, those lights officially came on last night. Mark perfect timing for that first snowfall of the year. Reporting live in the chilly 9 News backyard, Evan Krugel, 9 News.
Yeah, Evan, this morning I looked outside and when a neighbor was shoveling the 0.2 inches of snow, but it was mostly just the leaves that they hadn't raked yet. That was just pushing them down the driveway.
You got to warm up the muscles.
Yeah, that's where we're at with this snowstorm. Evan Krugel, appreciate it. So it wasn't just Colorado that got hit with this winter weather this weekend. Across the country, millions of people are dealing with parts of this storm. That's caused some serious headaches on one of the biggest travel days of the year. According to FlightAware, more than 1,600 flights were canceled today across the country and more than 5,000 were delayed. That includes some here in Denver, with DIA seeing nearly 400 flight delays and more than 30 cancellations. This all comes as millions of Americans are traveling back from Thanksgiving. DIA is warning tomorrow will be the busiest day, with more than 96,000 people expected to pass through security, and they suggest that you check the airport's websites for any updates and delays. We're continuing to follow some developing news right now after a pedestrian was killed in an early morning crash near the same spot as Thursday's deadly fuel tanker crash. This all happened on southbound I-25 and Yale Avenue. Denver police posted about the incident around 4 o'clock this morning and added that the pedestrian was pronounced dead shortly after. No word yet on if those two crashes have any connection. Thursday's crash still impacting the area as well, with RTD warning that anyone who takes the Southeast Light Rail corridor should expect delays for several days caused by the fuel tanker crashing into that Yale Street bridge. The crash damaged part of the bridge and forced emergency crews to shut down the light rail service in that area. Yale Station has since reopened, and the bridge, though, still getting repaired. Until then, bus shuttles and limited E-line trains will cover service between I-25 Broadway and Southmore stations.